Hi everyone, I am Mohit Jain from Microsoft Research India, and today I will be talking about our work which tries to understand smartphone usage by expert blind users. To make smartphones accessible, modern smartphones have pre-installed screen reader software such as Google's TalkBack and Apple's VoiceOver. TalkBack reads the content of a smartphone screen and supports a variety of touch-based gestures, thus enabling the user to use the smartphone without looking at the screen, basically making the phone accessible for people with vision impairment. To start using TalkBack, first the user learns Explore by touch, wherein the user can just move their finger over the screen to hear which item is under the finger. Second, they learn gestures. Each TalkBack gesture is associated with an action. There are 5 basic gestures, like swipe right to move to the next item, swipe left to move to the previous item, and double tap anywhere on the screen to select an item. There are more complex gestures, for example, swipe up then left to go to the home screen. Here are all the supported TalkBack gestures. Understanding TalkBack usage can help in improving the phone's accessibility, and prior research work has done that. However, those studies were limited to novice users. In our work, we focus on expert blind users, as expert users tend to create efficient workarounds, not only to gain maximum benefit of a system, but also to overcome any limitations. To do so, we logged phone usage data such as TalkBack gestures, text entry, app usage, battery, call logs, etc. of 8 expert blind users for 4 weeks. We followed it with semi-structured interviews to further contextualize their smartphone usage pattern. In total, we logged data for 209 days. We present a detailed quantitative and qualitative analysis of this data. One of our broad findings is that expert blind users want to be really fast in interacting with their phones. As P3 said, speed is crucial. I will use anything that can help me get done things faster. Participants aim to achieve speed equality with sighted users. Based on the frequency of usage, we found that the basic gesture and Explore by touch were used most often. Among the longer 2-tier more complex gestures, the most commonly used were back, notification, overview, and home gestures. Interestingly, most participants used gestures instead of these 3 equivalent soft keys for back, home, and overview buttons which are present at the bottom of the Android screen, mainly because gestures were found to be much faster. We found some differences between novice and expert users. Prior work suggests that novice TalkBack users rely solely on Explore by touch. After a few months of TalkBack usage, intermediate users use gestures for navigation, avoiding Explore by touch. In contrast, we found our expert users using Explore by touch in combination with gestures. Our participants remembered the spatial location of most items on the screen. For example, app's location on the home screen. They use Explore by touch to directly hit the target. When they miss the target, they perform a quick swipe left or swipe right gesture to move to the previous or next item to reach the target. Learning these gestures was not easy for our participants. To perform a gesture, TalkBack states, use a single motion with a steady speed and even finger gesture. This is non-trivial, as P3 asks how much pressure to apply, how to move finger. Our participants learned TalkBack by experimentation, as the TalkBack tutorials were not of much use for them. Their sighted friends and family members helped them to hold the phone in the correct orientation and provided a running commentary of what was happening on the screen on performing different gestures. It took them a couple of months to get comfortable with TalkBack. With respect to the app usage, the highest used app across participants was no wonder WhatsApp, followed by the phone app and the YouTube app. Interestingly, this is very similar to the app usage pattern of sighted users. As we know, WhatsApp requires a lot of text entry. Though participants were more familiar with the phone keyboard, we found them using voice input for entering long text. They complained that it was hard to correct mistakes. Still, they used voice input as it was faster, highlighting the speed accuracy trade-off. Voice input was also used with Google Assistant for making phone calls, Googling, etc. Because again, it's a faster way to get the task done. Our paper discusses several other findings related to battery usage, security and privacy concerns, and unlabeled buttons. Please refer our paper for more details. Finally, to conclude, we would recommend developing accessibility-first apps. That is, apps for blind users should automatically remove videos, images, graphics while retaining all text to reduce the lag, thus helping them achieve speed neutrality with sighted users. As users constantly learn and improve their TalkBack skills, there could be a TalkBack training app running in the background, tracking users' progress and teaching them new gestures. Finally, on the hardware side, reset phones are moving away from fingerprint scanners, which is a crucial accessibility tool to achieve security by blind users. Again, please refer the paper for more such interesting design considerations. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye.